banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's Jones again on second down. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing Jones. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Jones. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Bengals at 4-3, a game over 500. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Steps away to his left. From the left side, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Up the middle, Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Off play action. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the next drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fielded right around the 8.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones, he's got a man. It's his fullback. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man complete. It's Harrington. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Second down, another shot for Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact, long time there, and now fourth down.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. They'll look to throw here on first down. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Jones. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Jones throwing on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that
he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he fields it cleanly. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
They'll run it with Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Bengals will get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Strong. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, They've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it to the receiver.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18.
They backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
The play action fake, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones.
Catch made by the running back, Aaron Jones.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
They'll go with a keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0.
That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points. So that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They're going to try and throw. On the left side, Gallups got it. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Jones. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Steelers are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll bring it down here right around the 17-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Every fucking time, bro. Come on, man.
Right at the
Get his bitch ass out of there.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he's got this down to the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
67 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down by Jalen Thompson.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and they'll start over.
Now Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Aaron Jones
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield running the option right.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
They didn't get out of bounds, but that's okay. They need one more just like that to give themselves a chance.
The slot man in motion right. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Mayfield.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that one going to wind up incomplete.
Tried to do it.
Interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 58 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Right back to him on first down. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cobb. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way. But you have heard that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business, not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for Cincinnati, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy, before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoodie, keep it moving, before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a foot in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it 'cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, 'cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give me more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried 'cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we can to get. Got a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put the boys to rest like a 7 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it molar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave 'em floppy, face Nazis, talking all aki. Think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown,
my Brooklyn, cause he Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni at Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grr.
Trust, me taking no loss.